Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man Lawyers.
Alright, today I'm at Ipswich Magistrates Court. Client was charged with 5 offences. I'll start with the traffic offences first. He was caught driving whilst spur suspended, so he hadn't paid his fine, so the State Penalties Enforcement Registry suspended his licence, and then in addition to that he was found to have cannabis and methamphetamine in his system. So 2 charges driving wise: unlicensed driving while spur suspended and driving with a relevant drug present. His house was subsequently raided, and he was also charged with possessed dangerous drugs, being cannabis, and possessing items related to drug use. So 5 charges in total. He had, I won't go into details about what he does for a living, but given his work, he had grave concerns about the recording of convictions, both for the Drugs Misuse Act possession offences and the traffic offences. He was petrified, actually, so that was the focus of my submissions. With regard to penalties, starting with the traffic offences, worst case scenario is a lifetime loss of licence. Magistrates have got a general discretion to give up to a lifetime loss of licence. Absolute best case scenario was 4 months, and I'll explain why. If a person gets charged with drug driving, meaning the lesser charge relevant drug present, meaning you're not under the influence, you've just got it in your system, and they hold a valid licence when intercepted, the best case is a 1 month disqualification. Whereas if you're unlicensed for any reason when intercepted, that jumps up to 3 months. So if you're unlicensed, as I said, you're looking at 3 months minimum for the drug driving charge, and a mandatory minimum 1 month for the unlicensed charge. Worst case, as I said, being lifetime, best case being 3 + 1. So the absolute best case scenario today was 4 months. With regard to the drugs charges, obviously worst case was imprisonment, but there was no history, so even without a lawyer that would have been unlikely. But he did expose himself to the very real risk of probation or something like that. But again, my job was to try to get no convictions recorded as a starting point, and then minimise the penalties as a secondary point. But anyway, short version is I made detailed submissions to the magistrate about the impact that recorded convictions would have upon my client's career, as well as the impact that a lengthy disqualification would have upon him. And I also made forceful submissions on the drugs charges that fines only would be appropriate. Ultimately, I was successful on all fronts, so I was able to persuade the magistrate not to record convictions for all offences, both the Drugs Misuse Act offences and the traffic offences. So no convictions recorded for all offences. I was successful in getting the mandatory minimum 4 months disqualification, so 4 month disqualification, and as I said, fines only for the drug offences. So 4 month disqualification, no conviction was recorded on all offences, and fines for the other charges. Client's happy. Well, he's more than happy. He's relieved and ecstatic. But in any event, I'm Andrew Wiseman. Thanks for watching.
Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the